will try it, though. Welcome to another riveting edition of Three Dudes Brews, The Last Call. I'm your host, Buddy Thayer. I'm happy to join you. I'm happy to be welcomed by these two sexy MFs to my left and to my right. The Greek and the Dark. They're coming to you live.
I know.
From the foothills of Mount Olympus here in the village of North Provolone. We're happy to join you for another riveting
episode.
Am I like, yeah, no, I just heard myself again. Okay, we're good. Whew.
But he's still trying to catch his breath, get used to technology.
I mean,
okay,
right.
We'll be all right, I promise.
I'm here. We're good, guys.
We're good. We're only like 25 minutes late. I mean, for us, that's pretty good.
I appreciate your yeah.
All right.
Guy, am I?
What?
Does
he keep yanking it out? Is it in all the way?
Is that what she said? Yeah, it's in all the way.
I made sure it was in all the way. It's in all the way now. You can hear, right?
She was like, I don't know.
But he can definitely hear it. That's fine.
Don't worry, your adult is here.
The adult is here. Speaking of adults, we are happy to be joined by quite the adult this evening. He's a service veteran. He was in, guys, I don't know if he was in the Army or was he in the Army?
Army, I believe. Right?
Well, we'll find out in a minute once you finish introducing him.
He's
guessing which.
Yeah, that's terrible. He's a craft beer enthusiast. He's a home brewer. To say it the least. Please welcome to the show, Chris Hager. Chris.
Hey, Chris. Welcome to the show.
Can you hear us, Chris?
Chris.
Oh,
Jesus. You can't hear us? No, he can't hear us.
I don't know what to say. I mean, I can check our end again.
Hold on, let's check our end.
Let's check this again. But we should be. Nope, that's not
being a funny guy.
We should be okay. I don't know. It's not. It is not on our end, guys. It's not our end,
Chris.
So it's definitely not us.
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, there we go.
Buddy, Ed, Costas, can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
we got you.
Yep.
I can't hear you anymore now.
You can't hear us.
What the fuck?
I heard the introductory music, and then all of a sudden, when you switched, it all went away.
I don't know what to say.
So I don't know if it's just me or anybody else, but I could hear it. We were talking before.
Yeah.
And it was fine. Hey, listen, you guys, it wouldn't be a Thursday show if we didn't have some kind of a technical issue.
Right, of course.
None of us are professionals here. We just like to pretend. And I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night.
Oh, there you go.
So
we could have Chris back out and then try and come back in.
I think we may need to. Okay. Sure. Can you hear us now?
Anything, Chris?
No.
No,
he's still not hearing us.
Nope.
We should get it.
Yeah.
Put it in the. Stand by, ladies and gentlemen. We are having testicle difficulties this evening here in Three Dudes Brews.
Just so you know, we're gonna get some waiting music from somebody. I don't know where.
All right. So, all right. So, can you type that? Can you type private chat? Private chat. Okay.
There you go. So while we work on this, I gotta
type now.
Yeah, you gotta type. I know it's okay. I promise you can manage
texting and drinking.
He's definitely a pecker.
Dude, this is a horrible reach. I can't even see the keys.
He's a pecker, guys. That's all I can say.
Go out. God, this is terrible, Ed. I thank you so much for making me do this.
Well, I mean, what else would be funnier than just watching you do it? So, hey, anybody at home, if you're watching, do us a favor, type in the chat. Let us know if you can hear us so we know if we're having some general
people in the background, maybe. If you can let us know what's going on.
or if we're having a problem with Chris. I mean, I don't know. It's definitely something.
Can you go back out and come back in, Chris? Do you know what I'm saying, Chris?
Okay, so we got confirmation that is definitely not on our end.
All right,
it's on Chris's end. Can we drop him out? Maybe can we kick him?
Chris, we're gonna kick you, and there you go. We're gonna just kick you out, remove,
right,
and then
I'm gonna boot his ass out of here.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Maybe,
bye, Chris.
So,
okay.
So
hold on.
I don't know what that is, but anyway,
hold on. Let's go back. What?
This is just like utter chaos.
What does that say? What are my options here? Not banned from
no,
kick
do
from
not
studio.
ban.
Kick from studio. All right, kick guest.
Kick guest.
Sorry, guest. Come back in. Oh, I should text them, huh, and let them know this shit. Fuck, buddy.
So on another note, Chris is now officially the first guest that we've ever had to kick off the
right?
show.
We had to get rid of him. I almost blocked him, dude.
Yeah,
That would have been a little scary. Hey, welcome to the show. Fuck off, and you're blocked forever.
And he got banned.
Chris, if you could just try and log back in now. Oh, there he is. Never mind. I don't have to even do that.
He's coming back. He figured it out. Maybe. Well, let's hope we got a better.
Chris, huh?
I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
We
Oh,
did it.
yeah, I don't know what happened. I could hear you guys loud and clear
Hey, Cotton.
up until the point that we started.
That's all right.
Oh, that's great, dude.
You know, like we say, it definitely would not be a Thursday show if we didn't run into some issue somewhere.
Right. So, given the recent stress, gentlemen, let's talk about some beer, right?
Yes, I need more beer.
Of course, Chris, what do you got going on over there?
As far as what? Me being
Drinking beer. What do you have in your
here or
glass?
what? So it's kind of fitting here. You know, I like I like all styles, but as you know, I do like my European German styles. And actually, right off the top here, I was going to bring out a full pour of my Ein Prosit, which was one of my Marzen Oktoberfest. And it
Nice.
just kicked. Kicked.
Mm-hmm.
So literally, I just got the last of it here. So nice,
that's a
beautiful.
shame.
Hey, it's February. It lasted that long.
Such is life, you know.
Yeah, right.
I listen. I can drink that style all year round.
Oh yeah.
I love a good Marzen. Love when October rolls around. Well, hell, now it's August. You know, August comes around and we get to start drinking Oktoberfest.
Chris, this is your Marzen that you're drinking right now?
That's one of mine that I did. Yep, one of my four.
Beautiful
that I
color.
For the one of the four that I had brewed up. I had 2 Fest beers and 2 Marzens for the gathering that I had in October.
Nice. Now, let me ask you: do you have like a beer that's an inspiration for your beer?
An inspiration for my beer.
Yeah, something that would be like, oh, I want to do something like this.
So I guess, to me, they all are, right? Because, I mean, when I was in Germany, as you and I were talking last week, and some folks that are on here and a lot of people from the Rhode Island craft brew scene as well know me, where I actually had the opportunity back in, I told you, June 21st, 1986, I landed in Frankfurt, Germany. I was a military policeman over there, and I just landed there, and I got to my barracks, and another 20-year-old handed me a beer, and he said, "Here, have this." And it just happened to be an Oktoberfest style beer. And as I tell people, I said, some people have epiphanies in their life.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So I basically, for me, it was, some people become born again Christians. I tell people I became a born again beer drinker on June 21st, 1986.
He remembers the date, guys. That's what's.
Listen, I mean, when you go back to the motherland,
Yeah, true.
I think everybody's going to kind of remember their first trip back. So, So Chris, I'm assuming now from the few words that you've said, you were Army.
I was in the Army, yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm retired Air Force. So, thank you for your service.
You were in the hotel. You were in the hotel.
Yes.
You guys had everything.
I was like, he said barracks instead of like dorms, and so I'm like, okay, yeah, I know where he is at already. So I got some friends over there right now in Germany. I've got one friend who's over at Stuttgart, and I got another one over at not Ramstein, Spangdahlem.
Stein or Steen?
We always say Stein. I mean, I don't know. We're probably saying it wrong. So,
Guys, what do you got going on? What are you drinking there, guy?
So, being how we are in the month of February, and Valentine's Day is coming up, and my wife is absolutely awesome, and she ran out and she got me some new beers, as she does. So this one is from Little House. It is my love language is IPAs.
Oh,
so
you don't say, Edward.
I do say, if you would care to take a sip, you can.
I will.
It's actually it's pretty damn fantastic. I gotta say, some IPAs, if they're too piney,
that's good.
Too resiny,
you wouldn't like it, but it's so good.
I can't drink them, but this one's very, very drinkable.
What do you got, bud?
Oh, so I got a classic, guys. They're about to go out. I actually got into a conversation with the lady over at Nikki's today. I got the Buffalo Check by Shades On. I did go with the because you're on, Chris. I did go with the more German style beers. All my beers actually tonight will be Pilsners. So I can't, like, I'm sad that they're going out. I'm sad that they're almost done, but we're gonna have like one more opportunity. It's like my beer story, and we're gonna be there for like the close. So I'm very excited about our upcoming.
Are you serious? We're gonna have to add another beer glass to the.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to.
We're filming with shades on as they've
been going on for a while though, too. They've been going on for a
From
while.
them, though, that's my favorite beer from them right there.
I love that.
Not a surprise, I know, but that from them is my favorite beer.
That's the first beer that I had of theirs. And we were there, so I got it off on tap, and I am a sucker for their Buffalo Check. I love a good Pilsner as it is. And that one's it is damn
sad
tasty.
as it is for us to see them close. I'm happy that we're going to get them on camera so we can get their story.
Right, exactly.
There,
like their
so
beer
we can
story.
record it for the histories, right?
Right.
So we'll get shades on before they close so we can hear about their story.
Really cool guys. They've always like I've been in the beer promoting business for a few years now, and they were guys that like sent me a case of beer. Like, yeah, buddy, have this on your podcast and talk about beer. I'm like, okay, yeah, buddy's gonna do that. So what do you got going on, Costas? What are you drinking?
Me, speaking sadly of breweries that have closed recently, I am drinking Tattoo of Blood from PBD Brewing.
Yeah.
So
Providence Brewing.
I'm starting out with something light and refreshing. I had way too many beers this past weekend at the Brew Fest.
Sure did.
So, Chris, did you get to go? Were you there?
I did not. I had too much going on, unfortunately. I saw a lot of the pictures, though. Great time as always.
Oh my God.
It always is.
It's always a great time.
So many beers.
Some fantastic breweries from around the region, and you get to sample a lot of different things. And thank God for cameras, so that way we can take the pictures, and so that way we can remember it. But
and Chris, not all like just like breweries were there. There was the Rhode Island Brewer Society. Fantastic beers.
Ribs had all their stuff in there.
Yeah.
yes.
You get like halfway through the beer fest and you hit these guys.
I didn't get to them.
And they don't have they didn't have one beer like under 11%. It's wow, all of them. And none of them taste like they're over 11%. That's the best part. Until like 20 minutes later when you're like blacking out drunk.
When it hits you like a ton of bricks.
They're like goddamn beer wizards.
Oh, what do you got going on now, dude? You switched it up a little time.
Tell us about what you got there.
Well, I switched. This is Krampus, or Krampusnacht, which is basically the devil of Christmas. It's an Austrian thing, as opposed to Santa Claus being the good man, the saint.
Yeah.
Steal the kids.
After all the bad children.
Yes.
So this is Krampus, and this is something I created about 7 years ago. It's I call it a German chocolate cake stout that my wife.
Oh no.
My wife has asked me to brew on up again because I hadn't brewed it in a few years. So this is going to be your stout base, and then with that, what I did was I mashed it at a very, very high temperature to leave behind quite a bit of residual without this being, and I don't mean like a pastry stout. It's not sweet in any way whatsoever.
Good Lord.
And then with it as well, I added in Madagascar vanilla beans. And then I took organic coconut, roasted those to bring out the roastiness of coconut. And then I take cacao beans. I roast those just in there at about 450 degrees, burning my hands just a couple of minutes till you start getting. Until you just started getting enough of like a brownie smell. If you go beyond it, you start to burn it. So then all that goes in muslin bags, and these go into secondary fermentation after fermentation is done, just to get it to the flavor profile that you want to complement it. So it's not sweet. It's got a beautiful, coconut flavor to it with that chocolate in there, and then also pecan and the vanilla too. So
that sounds absolutely phenomenal.
I could listen to him talk about beer all night long. Like, can you record something for me so that way when I go to sleep tonight, I'll get the best night. Oh yes, cocoa nibs and chocolate.
When we were talking about doing the collab with Kyle this year, I think German chocolate cake did come up. I think so. In the list of descriptions of different things we could do. Such a decadent, beautiful. Oh my God!
As soon as he said Krampus, though, David, I see you. Love you, Dave. I knew right off the bat if he was watching that Krampus was going to light up his life. I saw it. So my father-in-law there, he is like one of the biggest Krampus fans on the planet. I got him we got him a couple Krampus steins. He's got all sorts of merch, and we went down to Narragansett, the tap room down in Providence, a couple years in a row where they were doing the little Krampus celebration and stuff. So, but yeah, nice German dark beer. What on earth is that? Costas is like praying to the beer gods over here. I don't know what's going on.
I'll tell you too. Speaking of Krampus, for people who haven't seen it, they really get into it, and it's originated in Austria, but they're Germanic as well, and they do it in Germany. But it's pretty insane, and the costumes are like a combination of insane. A goat and devil and all this other stuff. It's supposed to scare the hell out of little kids that have been bad.
You know, it's funny because it kind of reminds me of the Jersey Devil.
Drinking juicy IPA.
So when the whole look of it kind of reminds me of the Jersey Devil. I don't know if are you guys familiar with the Jersey Devil?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure. You never know.
I thought you were going to break into a putty. We're the Devils.
Well,
go support the team. Go support the team.
Well, here you can polish off that.
Oh, all right. But Costas just cracked a Flying Monkeys juicy ass IPA. This guy right here, delicious now, guys.
Well, there's a backstory to that Flying Monkeys juicy IPA. Your daughter got that for me for Christmas, and I have been sitting here like just. I would say I have been apprehensive about drinking this beer.
Yeah.
So I figured tonight we're all together, so it would be a great idea to just dive right in.
Why would beer make you apprehensive, Costas? It's supposed to make you happy.
Because it's a juicy. The name says juicy ass IPA.
Yeah, it's gonna light up your soul.
That means like hot bomb.
Costas stays away.
It's gonna make things happen that like my hairs are going to stand up,
So Chris,
it's going to be what?
While we've figured out now that Costas usually steers clear of IPAs.
Oh, that's not actually that bad.
Of course. Then he goes and says something like that. You know, I can't with this guy.
Well, he says juicy ass, and then what'd you say? Hot bottom.
I don't know. I was gonna say. I think you lost him at the juicy ass part of it. So
yeah.
But so Chris, are there any styles that you just completely steer clear of? Like you're like, no, I don't like them. I can't drink them.
So number one, I try everything. So
you should.
That's number one. I always, and that's what I always tell everyone too. I truly believe, I tell even people that I've met over the decades and the 30 years that I've been brewing, they're like, I don't like beer. And I'm like, I said, there's probably 1 to 2% of people that don't like beer. I say to people, I said, it's not that you don't like beer. I said, you haven't found the style that you like.
Right.
Amen.
And you haven't had a good beer. That's what it is.
Right.
And I'll tell you how many people, you guys have probably come across these people, and if they
recently
have a good beer and they're like, oh my God, this is not what I imagined beer to be.
Exactly.
I've always had
Dude.
that light thing. I always had those dark things that are burnt. And, they always have these one experience, and then that's what it is.
Ew, beer. Beer is gross. No, beer is actually not gross, dear.
If you wanted to say if there was, so generally speaking, it started off for me was in Germany. My wife was over there with me, and all she drank was Hefeweizens, Meisel's Hefeweizen. So, and that was your typical one that mit Hefe, which it came in, with the suspension of the yeast, and you'd roll the bottle, and all the yeast would get in there and make it all cloudy, and all the proteins and everything.
You're making Ed excited. Yes.
No, because actually, some of those I like, and some I don't.
So I don't like. If I drank a whole glass of a Hefeweizen, I'd probably throw up. It's just like certain foods turn you. It's nothing wrong with the style, or anything basically that's phenolics. So I mean, you get a lot of your lighter Belgians. There's a phenolics, and some of your saisons. Same thing. It's the phenolics. It's just something. But as a recent, the dark, and after decades, this past year, I had a dark Belgian, and that maltiness, along with the balancing out that those phenolics, I'm actually loving the darker Belgians now.
Nice.
So I'd say anything in that area, phenolics, I will generally won't gravitate towards.
No, that's just it for me. Like, I can do some Hefeweizens. Like, Vigilant did a coconut Hefeweizen a couple years ago, and that was absolutely fantastic. I loved it. I was drinking it by like the gallon. Yeah, see, that's why we're all here, dude.
Right,
we all
exactly.
have different styles. But like a Saison, you put a Saison in front of me, I'm gonna try it. But 99.9% of the time, I'm not gonna like it.
Like farmhouse ale. Not a big fan of farmhouse ales.
For that same reason.
Like that
That's
very,
the-
yeah,
that's
almost
the
like
exact
Saison. It's very,
reason right there.
Hey, Jim. Yeah, it's it's just everybody's got their style, I think, But
Yep.
when you do find that one perfect style that you love,
ooh,
it is
suck my ass and call me buddy.
you hear the angels singing out there, and you move on to your next beer, and hopefully it's a better one and a better one and a better one.
So, Chris, question for you: have you found that as you get older and your brewing styles have changed and your taste in beers have changed at all?
What are you insinuating about being older?
It happens to everybody, sir. But
matured your palate.
yeah, have you found that like your taste in beers or your styles have changed?
Well, at least you didn't go in and ask me if I needed that little pill or anything like that. So I guess that's okay.
Well, if you do, but
Buddy's got you.
Extra.
Don't worry.
I get some.
He puts
It's
them in
always
his
way in the
um,
pill. Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't know if it's an age thing or whatever, but it's got to be, right? Because we do
Right.
change biologically. We do change, so our
Exactly.
palate
For sure,
changes
dude.
as well. So you're absolutely right. So I guess that maybe that's why on the Belgians, maybe that's why I'm starting to give in to the darker ones, right? Because I do appreciate that, but the phenolics are still there. So I guess that that, like I just said, right there, to me, that blew my mind.
Yeah.
That's why I always say I always try everything, because in life you find things that surprise you, and those are beautiful surprises when you get them.
That's like I said, I don't like Saisons, but I try them because you never know. And then we happen to be at Phantom Farms, and everybody, if you've been following us, the two of you out there, thank you. You've heard me
You
say
want
it
to know
before.
another one, by the way, too? And I'm
Yes,
sorry.
please.
Sours.
Uh-oh.
Really? Oh, no.
Really?
Oh, no. Eddie
Now-
Clutches are going
all
to
right.
jump you.
So, guys, thanks. I'd like to thank Chris for coming on the show today. It's been great talking to you.
Now hold on now before you jump ahead here. Now it depends on the sour.
All right.
So
Okay.
perfect example. I don't know if any of you know Gary Pollock. So Gary's a good friend, and actually I've got his raspberry right here. I can drink that. It's not a super. The pH on it isn't ridiculously low, because as some of you know that brew, the lower those pH go, the more of that pucker factor comes on in.
Pucker factor.
And it just to me, when it gets to that point, and your face is just like, the rigidity and everything else. But if you get a nice, like Berliner Weisses are almost like that in a way too.
Yeah.
But they're very subtle compared to a true sour, right? So there's these variations. Those ones, I'm drinking. Gary made a keg of it for our last gathering as one of our guest brewers, and I love Gary's raspberry. So it's beautiful. It's not over the top. So, but generally speaking, any of those sours out of Bam, I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. And it's like an acid reflux afterwards. I know I'm going to be sick. It's going to be awful.
Yeah, you can't drink too many of them because they are very potent, and that pucker factor really, probably one and done, and then you switch to a different style. Like when I'm drinking, I'll start with a sour and I'll progress to lighter sours and then fruitier beers, and then kind of go into like the darker, deeper, richer type of.
You bring up a good point there too, because for me, like you just said, how did you describe it? It's like you can't, because it's too overpowering.
Yeah.
For me, that any beer that smacks me in the face, any beer, and again, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just like pastry stouts. It's like I can have a couple of sips or enjoy a small pour of a pastry stout, but there's no way I'm going to enjoy a full mug maybe. And again, nothing wrong with it. I just don't like, in people I talk to, I'm just like, I always like drinking balanced beers that have the nuances to them, as opposed to just whacking you right in the face. Like, okay, there it is. Get off my face.
You mentioned Berliner. Was it Berliner Weiss? Berliner Weiss?
Berliner Weiss.
Berliner Weiss.
Das Berliner Weiss.
So that's supposed to be a more sweeter beer, right? A more softer.
No, actually, it's not.
Fruit.
They can be sour, but they're considered more tart.
Yeah.
Kind of like Mark Ambrose calls me, a little tart.
Yes.
Oh, how sweet is that? That is so sweet.
Mark, love you, buddy. But
Yeah.
they're more tart than sour. And then now the only time they are going to be sweet, what you're talking about. So if you have a Berliner Weiss straight on up, you're going to be experiencing that tartness. But also in Germany, it's very traditional to say mit Schuss. They ask you mit Schuss. It means with a shot. And so you can get it mit Grün, mit Rot, mit Grün or Rot, with red or green. Mm-hmm. And so the green is like a green apple, and it's like the shots that they put on into the seltzers. Yeah. And then also the red Rot is like a it can be cherry, they've got the different flavors, so it's called mit Schuss. That's the sweetness that you're talking about. So it depends.
Yeah. So they take a Berliner Weiss and they add flavorings to it?
If you want. That's totally up to the end. That's what they ask you. They mit Schuss with a shot.
Interesting.
It's ja oder nein.
But the shot is not an alcoholic shot.
No,
right?
it's like a flavor. It's a flavor shot.
It's
flavor saver. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like when you roll up to Dunkin' there and you're like, hey, can I get an extra 3 shots of vanilla in there?
Large ice mocha extra
see?
on the blizzards? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, why not? But
I'm drinking iced coffee in a blizzard, and you call it.
Hey, listen. So Jim pointed out that I guess Tragmar, he said, had their triple over at the beer fest.
Is it triple or triple?
Tripel.
I don't know.
It's PEL, guys. It's not triple. It's PLE.
So anyway,
basic English with Buddy.
It's triple cow stomach.
Yeah. So he said he had it at Beer Fest. I guess he said it was really good.
I'm sure I had it, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember.
So I had their barrel aged. I had one of the last pours of their barrel aged that they had brought with them.
Oh.
So they had the little barrel there, and they were. Oh God, it was like I can't pass that up. I'm like, I don't care what else you got right now. If it's my favorite, you got a barrel aged right here in front of me, out of the barrel. Give me some.
I don't remember Tragmar.
So Buddy,
there's a few things I don't remember.
So just for everybody out there, just so you know, Buddy had like his first 3 beers, I think, before we even had
before I even hung my jacket up.
I had like the first 4 stations. I turned around, I went and found them, and they hadn't even had that first beer yet. I'm like, guys, what are you doing?
Rookies,
rookie kids.
Anyways,
there you go.
Yeah.
So you were stationed in Germany and back in what did you said the 70s? So
wow. Before I was born.
Du wirst eine Autobahn, ja. Und mein Schwanz ist kleiner und ist gut für Essen nicht. Nein.
Now, if you're in the Rhode Island craft beer scene or craft beer community, I don't think there's anybody that doesn't know Chris, right? I had the pleasure of meeting you when we were helping to move equipment to Uncommon Beer, right? And everybody knows that it's Chris's time to shine at Oktoberfest, right? So that's your favorite part of the year, and that's what you look for, and that's what you're into, right? Is all those like dark, like that Oktoberfest, the German style beers, right? Now, I just had for Christmas I got like a beers of the world pack, and we're so used to drinking a lot of these different beers that are, they're fruited, they're sours, they're hop bombs or stuff like that. But then I had a 12-pack of classic beers from around the world, like Peroni or like.
Not a fan.
Right, but there was a lot of different German beers, and I had to take pictures of them.
Peroni's Italian.
Right, it's Italian. But
They're made for wine, not beer.
You're beers of the world, but most of them were like European beers.
Okay.
And I was surprised by how good they were Like,
well, I mean, yeah. And if you think about it, I mean, we're the youngins over here still. I mean, they've been, they have been doing beers since forever. I mean, that's about
Speaking
as
of
far back as I can
speaking
think
of which, guys, a trivia question for the three of you: does anybody know the oldest brewery in the world or the year it was established?
Oldest brewery in the world.
Yeah.
That would be in Germany, by the way.
I would say, I was going to say it's got to be run by monks.
Listen, I'm not even. He
clearly, Chris is like, I've known this answer since he started talking.
I'm
He's
sure
like,
he did.
Chris is like, I've been there, did that, and I've got the.
Well,
like,
Chris,
I
I
have
think
not.
Chris, did you actually helped open it from what I heard?
Right. In 1040 AD.
Right? You were there, right? I think.
I tell people I was a monk. They're like, no, Chris, you're a monkey.
Situated in Bavaria, Germany, just north of Munich.
Knew it had to be monks.
I can't pronounce it though. It's Ed, why don't you give that a whirl?
Yes, Jim was there helping us move the beer fridge. That's absolutely right.
Yeah, no.
We sat in the park. Sat in the park.
But he can stucken Wicken Hagen Hagen-Dazs.
I got Bayerweis, Staatsbräu. I
don't know.
It clearly says Farfig New.
Wine in Germany though.
Weinsteppen, and I have no idea. I can't
try.
Don't ask me to put it together.
Greek is going to put it together.
Now, Chris, if you could tell, I was never stationed in Germany.
I don't know. Hold on, he screwed it up. Man.
I did not have that benefit.
Right here. That one up there.
Know enough Arabic to get my face slapped.
You know what? Any other day of the week, I'd tell you right off the top of my head. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on it.
It starts with a B.
Somebody, we're gonna have to.
Irish Stad Brewery Weinstefan. Stefan.
Weinstefan.
Oh my.
Yes.
Oh, of course.
Bayan Stefana.
For all you Germans out there watching, we're
totally
sorry.
It's actually Bayan Stefana.
Oh. Okay, I was a little bit. I mean,
you were good.
Hey,
you were good.
Listen,
I
way closer than Ed, and he's got a doctorate.
You couldn't even read it, dude.
Yeah.
This guy, I'm telling you, I work with a bunch of amateurs.
Oh, that's so good.
But anyways,
I switched to the Narragansett Bohemian Pilsner. It's very good.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That is a good one.
Yeah.
I'm
not a big fan of Gansett guy. I like I Am Providence IPA because you can't find it anywhere else but in their brewery. But their Narragansett Lager, everybody goes gaga over it because it was in Jaws, which is one of my favorite movies, by the way.
That's my day drinker.
It's not a good beer. I just don't like it. But I do like all their other stuff that they don't put out and distribute, and they only serve in their brewery. So
yeah, well, you know why, right?
I got a question for Chris. Let me ask you a question. What do you look for when you're going to a brewery? There's what is it at this point? Like 40 different breweries in this general area, right?
About that.
What do you look for? What is part of your decision making when you decide that you're going to go to the brewery? That
precious craft beer dollar.
What are you looking for?
So number one, I think I think that if any beer that I think that if I'm looking for, I'll take that very first. I'm a big sniffer. With this schnoz right here, I spend a lot of time smelling beers. Number one,
come on now.
That's how it starts.
Like to get the aroma, and what you'll find. Then the next thing it comes out of it is going to be taking a sip out of it, right?
First with your ears and then with your nose.
Any beer that I take a sip and it draws you to say, "Ooh, that's interesting." Yes. It draws you in to want to take another sip. And a beer with complexity and depth, that what I mean by that, for me, it's expressed by the way of, some beers can be one-dimensional, and the styles are made that way. There's nothing wrong with that. Mm-hmm. But there's some beers that you get you start getting the layers of what is in that beer.
Yes.
It could be, just the different flavors. You take this, and then because your receptors on your tongue and your back, they are expressed by saltiness, the sugars, the bitterness in different parts. And a really good beer that comes across that way, I always like, oh my God, that beer just took me on a ride.
Dude, the best beer for me is like you smell it and it's one, and you taste it in the front of your mouth, it's another, and then you swallow it, and it's like, holy shit, it's like, I'm tasting this, and that.
Well, first you look at something and you say, ooh, okay, that looks good. And then you smell it and you're like, oh wow, like I can smell notes of coffee, chocolate, caramel, cinnamon, whatever it is.
It pulls you into
and then when you try it and the color and the nose on it matches the flavor, it's a triple threat. It just seals the deal, right? If I'm speaking from my own personal opinion, but I think that when you have that, you're expecting, like when somebody says it has bacon in it, like I'm expecting salty bacon, right? Or if it's a Rausch beer, like I'm expecting, I want smoke. I some people, will use like for instance a Rausch beer. We'll try to use, say, like liquid smoke. To try.
We don't
to
know
add
anybody that probably did that.
No, well, I mean, it is what it is. I did like it, but it wasn't
smokery
traditional. It was not. It was like cheating, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
It was like fake.
It was freaking delicious, though, dude.
Now,
like
liquid smoke is technically smoke. It's just,
I use it.
Right? There's nothing wrong with cheating, but
I mean,
to me though. But I think if you're at that level where you're making craft beer, take the little extra time. If you're gonna do it right, But that's just me. I'm not the one having to spend the money.
That look of it, and then the smell of it, and like you were saying, then the taste of it. It follows through, and it delivers on what you're expecting. I think.
And I do love a nice Rausch or smoke beer and stuff like that. But again, if it's smacking me in the face and I feel like I'm walking out of a campfire, or or greasy bacon, it's just like that's to me. Again, I'll have
bathe in that. Oh, it's fantastic.
But again, I love the ones that have that essence of it, and if you're drinking it, whatever stuff, and then the smoke's there, it's like, oh God, that is awesome.
As a home brewer, and I'm not nearly on the level of you and like Jim Rogers and these guys, but I've had some failures, like I did a baklava mead, and and I threw nuts in there, and I tried to basically pitch that in, and all those fats and oils, not a good idea, right? So it came out
lipid bad.
We'll get lipid is very bad.
Oh,
now you've had, I haven't had your beers, but I'm sure you've had many great successes from what everybody says. Have you had any failures?
Absolutely. You know what? I do have to say, yes, absolutely. And I'm so grateful that in 30 years of brewing, that I probably, luckily, only poured out maybe five batches.
Oh, that's fantastic record.
And I had at one of my gatherings, because I do have 2 gatherings a year. I have the annual Oktoberfest that you just
We're waiting for our invite.
And then
we were
you
invited.
had your invite.
It was wait a minute. It was last minute, and we were all busy.
Oh, hell. Okay.
Like, oh my God, can I cancel whatever?
He did sneak one in on us, so guys, he did.
You know what it was? Yeah. Hold on. You know what it was? He knew we weren't going to be able to make it.
Right.
So he's like, yeah, I'll invite those 3 knuckleheads. I mean, why not?
So Liz had brought it up to Liz and Art, said, hey, they want to come. I said, all right. I put it on out there, and I'm like, awesome. They hate me. They don't want to come.
No. We wanted to be there, but then I was like, I got something else I got to do. And I'm like, can I like cancel this? And,
you guys completely ignored me. If I wanted to be treated this way, I'd go home to my wife.
Aren't you already at home with your wife?
That's why I'm out in the garage. In my tap room.
So, anyway.
But very, very lucky. And then also, too, is that, if I've had beers that some places I'm like, unfortunately, I've been to breweries. And I'm like, I can't believe, and I hate to say this, and I'm not saying Rhode Island breweries, but I've been to a brewery, I'm like, I can't believe they're serving this.
Right.
And this is a business. I'm like, I can't believe they're serving this.
Yeah.
Like it could be something like autolysis, where it's you're stressing the yeast, and then the cell membranes have ruptured, and it's releasing back into the beer all these off flavors. And I'm like, I can't believe this brewery's serving this, But I'm like, if I've had at my gatherings, it was twice in those 30 years. One was when I've been doing these over the years. I poured them out. I'm not going to serve it. I'm like, there's no way I'm serving this to people. You know, it's different. It's got to hurt a lot more at a level of a brewery.
I can imagine, you know, but
5 barrels, 10 barrels.
But see, to me though, it's like
I'm doing 10 gallons at a time, 2 kegs at a time.
You killed your repeat business though.
You know what though? My thing is, okay, so if you're a brewer and you have a brewery and you're gonna try something, you try it small batch first before you go the French, balls deep, and you go with like 10 barrels. Like, I mean, come on.
Realize you screwed up.
Yeah, like you start like when I make stuff, I'll make like a 1 gallon, right? I could even go spin that if I wanted. If it's okay, if you know, that way, if like the 1 gallon comes out like crap, like my baklava mead, I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be great. It's gonna have nuts and honey and cinnamon, and then I wasn't even thinking of the lipids and the fats and the butter and everything, and it tasted like ass. You know, I chucked it, right?
Hey, listen, but you learned a lesson,
right? But as a home brewer, I was like, you know what?
He said, never try ass.
Yes,
right.
Yes,
right. So I was like, anyways, but yeah, so it was like, you know what? This is horrible. And my own pride, I could not serve that to the people I love and care about.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
speaking of serving, let me see that can back because I wanna talk about this one for a second.
Dude, that was so good.
By the way, as you're grabbing that can, you know who did that right out of fairly new breweries? Did it right? Did exactly what you said?
Please,
pilot batches. Do you know who did that in Rhode Island?
Fan Farms. Vigilant.
Yeah.
Vigilant. Before they opened, they were just having like little gatherings and inviting people to come on in. You remember that?
Yeah.
And they were getting the feedback on the beer. It's almost like the President's Club there. They were like getting feedback from people, and the ones that were good and the ones that, you know, they were doing the same batch but variations, and they started honing in on it. So Justin and those guys, I give them a lot of credit for what they did.
I remember going to one of those. It was in like where the building is now, is in like the grass area, and people, they set up tents and they had like a tasting, and I went and I saw people I knew, but it was really good.
That is intelligent marketing from a business perspective.
Yeah.
Saying, okay, what works, what doesn't work, what do people like, what do people not like? Like we had them, they were one of our very first podcasts.
Episode 4, I believe.
And
three.
Yeah.
All right, 3.
So that's all. You can't count. You've been drinking.
You're Greek, you know.
Vigilant, yeah.
Choose 3, my lord.
Yeah. So you know, we went to Vigilant because I am a huge fan of their peanut butter and jelly salad.
He's a slut.
Yeah, he's definitely a whore.
Buy a case every single time.
With big long boots up to his knees. Yeah. I'm sorry, guys.
Keep the sanity to yourself, please.
I can't.
As a business model or business plan.
No, it's smart to do. It's always smart to do.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, and especially
try something small so that way, if it doesn't cost you a lot, it doesn't. You know what I mean? Like if it's bad, you throw it away. If it's good, okay, try a larger amount. But the fact that those guys did that, and Vigilant is just killing it.
Well, the thing is, I mean,
it paid off. That little extra work up front paid off in the long run.
Exactly what I was going to say, because you know, even the money they spent then, one, you got your opening menu now, because now you know what everybody's wanting and looking for. So great, give it to them. That's what they're there for. You know, because I know there's a beer John does that he can't stand.
Oh yeah.
You know, so you've got your market research there. You're done there, and it pays off. You spend a little now, like Chris said, you get those dividends back on the other end, and it all pays off. So, what did we get?
Jim
we get a
wants to know,
comment.
what is Chris got now?
Oh,
so you timed this perfectly. We'd make a great comedy team. You're the setup guy. I'm the delivery guy. When you said peanut butter, so this is a little unsolicited, uncommon pair. So I was walking up.
What?
You motherfucker!
He's got
you motherfucker!
I'm gonna kill you. So hold on. Hold on. In my defense now, this is not anything from the brewery. That none of that. They can't even do that.
All right. Okay.
So like Nate and Reagan and Anthony and Amy,
Great
they've been
people.
so busy over
great
there.
guys.
I've been keeping up with them, and we've been talking back and forth. So we were able to, as part of one of our beer gatherings, the 2 that I have every year, the newest breweries that open on up, if there's a newest brewery, one of the things that I do is I invite them to come to our gathering, because I usually have about 100 to 125 people here that we do, and
Which
we
is
do
no
a
small
brewery.
feat.
We do a brewery spotlight there, and we invite the brewer and or the owner to come. So we did, Tower Hill, we did Crook Point, and so then we've done others, and then we also we had I called Nate and I said, listen, if you want to, if you're interested to help, get yourself some raving fans, get the word out there. I got 100, 125 people, come on in. And he's like, absolutely. We've seen each other from the group and everything. So he and I met, like you and myself there, buddy. And I said, this is the deal. This is what we'll do. And he said, well, he was telling me about his whole vision for the brewery and the beers, right?
Yes.
He's really looking to take regular styles and kind of turn it into something unique. In a way, I would say not exactly the same. I don't want to sit there and say this is what he's doing, but if you think about like Nicole, right, over at Crooked Current, so he's looking to do that similar thing within there on there. So he said to me, he goes, I've got a couple cases of some beer that I brewed at home that I did, but to give you the idea, if you want to, I'll bring some to the gathering. And I said, I wasn't asking for that. Any brew that comes, I said, I'm not asking, I'm not going to turn it down. I said, I think that's brilliant, because you're going to come there. We're going to do a 15, 20-minute brewery spotlight with you and Anthony. And I said, if you want, this is what we'll do. And I got my 3 daughters and my wife, and I had them all pouring beers, bringing out samples to everyone. And everyone just sat there, and I had them explain it to them. And so this was the beer, and I had 1 glass of this left in here. So Nate and Anthony, if you guys are listening, I had 1 left here. By a nice surprise, talk about peanut butter. So this is their peanut butter porter, and I'm sure at some point they're going to do this. So this beer this has got a nice, not overpowering peanut butter.
Yeah.
It's got like a vanilla smell to it that's in there.
You can overpower me with the peanut butter anytime. Talk peanut butter to me.
And on the next 3 Dudes Brews, Costas gets sexy.
And it's got like in the flavor, it's got a nuttiness in there too.
Nuttiness.
A nice little nuttiness.
Going down that road.
That's the sound of money that he's going to be throwing into his register. If
if they have a mug club, I'm sold.
So a little bit of unsolicited by mistake. You mentioned it. I had it right here. So Nate, Anthony, you guys,
big cheers
I'm
to
looking
those
forward
two guys,
to them.
dude.
They've been working their asses off. I talk to Nate a lot, and they're working, and they're trying to get things up and going.
We're still I know, Costas, I know you've been in there helping to move some stuff in, buddy.
We moved that bar.
So one time, no big
deal. So Nate, if you're watching, listening later on, hey, anytime you're ready to bring us on in for a little sneak preview of things, we're more than willing.
No, he said he wants us in there for the soft opening.
So definitely. And Nate's a great guy.
Nate's awesome, dude.
So
Nate makes awesome beer too, by the way.
Yes.
Buddy, don't hate me, buddy. Don't hate me.
I don't hate you.
This is what I was going to get to.
Well, go ahead.
Yeah. No. I was just
last Big Labruski, which happens to be coming up next month, the month of March, and we're doing again. We're self plug here. We're doing the Mark Ambrose Bingo starting in March.
Well, tickets go on sale February 16th at midnight. Bingo goes live on March 1, and we bingo until we get a winner. So tickets are on sale until April the 1st. Get as many tickets as you buy. You'll get a new bingo card.
How do you play? What do you got to do?
You got to take selfies of yourself with Mark Ambrose.
Mark Ambrose, the mayor himself
of all
beer community.
Right. And take a picture with Mark, and that's your marker on your bingo card. And you'll get big. If you get the bingo, you split the it's a 50-50 split with the Mark's charity, the Ronald McDonald House down there in Providence, Rhode Island. Great organization.
So for any of you that may have missed any of that, we'll have all the information up on the website. Go over to 3dudesbrews.com and we'll have it there.
I will be hitting all of the breweries in southern Massachusetts and northern Rhode Island and start putting up all the posters and stuff like that. So you can just scan the QR code and go to Eventbrite to purchase the pictures.
Yeah, Eventbrite.com.
Yeah.
For every ticket that you buy, you get another Mark Ambrose randomized bingo card. There's no free space this year, guys. Track Bar is on board.
Nice.
Uncommon Pair is on board.
Yep.
We got some new people joining the party, so it'll be a good time.
And again, we don't make any money off of this.
No,
nothing for us.
Charity, and then whoever wins the bingo. So whoever stalks Mark Ambrose the most throughout the month of March, like Art did last year.
I was gonna say it was Art last year.
He was like psycho. He was like, what was he? He was like in his bedroom window on the ladder, like Butowski.
I think he may have put an air tag. I think there was an ear tag.
Car, dude.
Yeah, he had a
He was
GPS
fucking-
tracker.
We'd be like see him like in public places, like, Art, what are you doing here, dude?
Like Target, you know. I mean,
he was everywhere, dude. He was
He was on his ass like flies on shit.
insane. Yeah, like flies on shit.
so hold on, because I got to plug these guys.
Okay.
Just because
that tasted more like a Rauch beer than it did what it advertises.
this is another one that my wife grabbed for me.
Really
But
good.
we did get to speak with a couple fine breweries from our neighbors up north there in Maine. So this one is from Some Brewing Company. It is their Whoopie Pie Stout. That's what I've been sipping on over here, and it does not disappoint. So
Do it.
I mean, you talk Maine, you got to talk Whoopie Pies. But I guess where is it? What do they say? It's got it's a milk stout aged on cocoa nibs and vanilla beans at a whopping 6.3%. It's damn good. I mean, it's got that just the right amount of bitter, you know, and you get the vanilla notes and it's so good. The chocolate. I mean, you saw the, you know, hey, battery's running low. Why's my battery running?
Christmas. Our buddy switched to Buttonwoods Brewery. Their Pilsner, ironically enough, German style lager, and it's Buttonwoods Brewery, so it's fantastic.
Yeah. I'm doing Outer Lights. I keep saying Outer Lights. It's like a singular light. Outer Light. Help me. I'm feeling it's a brown ale with maple syrup and vanilla. I'm a big, huge sucker for a brown ale. I love malts. I love that.
I do like a good brown ale for sure.
Caramel notes you get on the malts.
Mm-hmm.
At this time of year when it's cold like this, I like those dark, deep. You know, this is light, but like I start off with like a nice light brown ale, and I'll go into like barley wine, farm ales, you know, and then it's unless you lights out, then it's like a anywhere from 10 to 14% on those guys. But you know, Outer Lights help me. I'm feeling brown ale with maple syrup and vanilla.
Delicious.
And
I'm sure.
Damn good.
And let me tell you, awesome people. Awesome folks.
I picked this up for like, you know, it was like next to nothing, but they have some really good deals. And we talked to Tony Kacheri, and he went down there and picked up
like 2 cases.
He
right?
picked up the peach sour. Peach sour. It was a
Wait, you're
case
talking
of-
about barreled souls, right?
No, I'm talking
Outer
about
Light.
Outer
Outer
Lights
Lights.
down in
Oh,
Groton,
okay.
Connecticut.
alrighty.
These guys are part of the
Great sale.
Great
They
Sale
got bought by Great Sale in
collection.
January.
You know, collaborative
Yeah.
group, right? And they're doing some damn good things down there.
So we do have, for anybody that's out there that's interested, like I said, the two of you watching, we did an episode just recently with those folks, and they're great people. Mike's absolutely awesome, the head brewer there. Kurt, their tap room bar manager, he is the biggest ball breaker you'll probably ever see, but the nicest guy at the same time.
Yeah,
That's important. It's for
Well, I mean, you know, we get there, right? And we hadn't even I don't think he even realized who we were yet, but all of a sudden he's like, hey, yeah, you know, welcome, you know, this ain't a thing. And he goes, yeah, the beers are up there. And he goes, oh, if you can't see that, we have this for folks too. And he slides me the old people menu. And I'm like, you son of a bitch, I like you.
And you used it anyways.
I did use it.
Yeah.
right.
I did use it. What are you gonna do? You know,
Sense of humor goes a long way.
it does. It really does.
For sure.
You know, so I know we're coming up on the hour. I got to ask you though, Chris, before we do wrap things up here, what we talked about, you know, what you don't like and what you won't drink, what is your favorite style to go to? If you had that one beer, you can only drink one beer style the rest of your life.
It's tough.
Yeah,
Right,
I love doing this to people.
It's tough.
They do this shit to me all the time, and I can't answer.
And it's split between two German styles.
Okay.
It's really, and they're both different.
Nope. You got to get rid of one of the babies.
And I know that, and that's
One.
So I guess if you were gonna put me on the spot,
I am.
It's gonna be a Marathon Oktoberfest.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. I to be honest, that'd probably be mine. Every year when they start rolling them around, love it.
I've had the luck. I've had the luck of being to Oktoberfest in Munich 3 times. Great experience. Great experience. And then also I've had the other great experience of being to the second largest Oktoberfest in the world. And I'll be impressed with anyone who can tell me that what it is and where it is, because I never knew.
Pawtucket, Rhode
Island. No.
Any guesses?
Any guesses on?
I'm going to say it's not. It's not in Germany. If I had to guess,
in the 90s, it was the second largest, so it could have changed.
Second largest German fest.
It's actually in Japan.
I said Oktoberfest. I'd say
Oktoberfest.
It's not
Wisconsin.
Germany.
Wisconsin.
Germany.
You're never going to guess, so I'm just going to give it.
Is it in the States?
You're never going to guess.
I'm going to say Brazil.
Australia.
Argentina.
It's celebrated with every
New Zealand.
country, by the way. You bring up a good point. Japan, it's celebrated all around the world. It's insane. Kitchener, Canada.
Fucking Canadians.
Kitchener, Canada, which is
okay.
It must have had like a
northeast of Toronto.
huge influx.
I went there in 1990, whatever. Nothing like the Oktoberfest.
That's crazy.
Not even close. Not even close, but second largest. Kitchener, Canada.
Wow.
I'm actually not surprised. Honestly, I've been to the city of Toronto, and they have like not just like Chinatown, but every ethnicity has like a separate town,
right.
And it's a fantastic cultural city. So it's awesome that Canada also hosts the second biggest Oktoberfest in the world. That's like holy shit! Not so Canada of them.
You know what I was going to say earlier was. Uncommon Peer when we met Nate we never got to talk.
We didn't get to
it. We went to Phantom Farms.
Pine tip shit. Oh my god.
Listen, yeah, son of a gun. But we went to Phantom Farms.
Well, we were outside.
Brewski, and we were inside.
Outside.
No, we were inside.
We were not there.
Mark
and
was there.
Nate was in there. Mark was there because we were tagging along.
We were beering with Mark.
Right. And Regan and Nate were there, and we just 2 random people sitting in the bar, and he just happened to have these beers, and he's like, "Oh, you guys want to try this Spruce Tip beer?" And I was like, "Are you kidding me? Like Spruce Tip beer? Like I can't, I cannot wait. Like I'm gonna do a keg stand when we get to Uncommon Peer Brewing because
listen, he had to go out into the lot and change his drawers. Okay, folks. I mean,
I went all the way to Alaska to find a Spruce Tip beer. Like come on, man, you don't see that around here.
No,
it's an IPA without like. It's that tininess without
he picked that stuff for it, especially too. I was actually
right, and he picked it in Gloucester, which is even better,
right.
dude.
Gloucester.
It's all Rhode Island, and that's exactly what we're all like. Not just
New
England,
local stuff.
The fact that
local
it's all
ingredients,
local and fresh, and it was just like
Bissell Brothers does that.
Yes,
their flagship. Bissell Brothers, their flagship. Forgive me, I can't think the name of it right now, but they use all malts from Maine. Everything in all the stuff they use in there, it's all local. Mm-hmm. It's all local to Maine. It's fantastic.
What's that pride that you put into the beer? Chris, we had that conversation last week. You go to like different villages or different towns in Germany, and each one of them have their own beer, their own pilsner.
Their own, yep.
That pride, it's that all that love that goes into that beer from their own communities. That's that's what that reminds me of.
Nice.
That was my number one go-to beer in Germany, Liescher, which was in the city of Liesch, which is the town next to the town the city I lived into, which was Gießen. This is Gießener beer. Geisner sucked.
So bad.
So, Alten Munster was another town over. Alten Munster, Brauerei.
Yeah.
That was Alten Munster. So any town of any size had their own brewery.
Nice.
And just about all of them were phenomenal breweries for the most part, with the exception of Geisner. As a matter of fact, there was a cartoon that was in Germany where there's a picture of a donkey drinking a bucket of Geisner, and a bucket of Leisure. He was drinking a bucket of Leisure, and then he had a bucket underneath him. He's peeing into the bucket, and it says Geisner.
Nice.
It was about right. It wasn't like horrible, but it was like compared to Leisure. And when you go to breweries over there, do you remember the days of going to like a Budweiser, and at the end of the store they gave you the little tiny sippers, like, oh, you want to try that? We used to go to the breweries all the time. For example, go to Leisure. They would take you on the tours to see the fermentation and everything, and then they had the beer garden up on top of the brewery. They didn't only serve you beer; they fed you schnitzel all for free. Didn't charge you. They didn't even charge us. The pommes, the schnitzel, and they used to bring out pitchers and pitchers of Moss after beer. You stayed as long as you want. Big ass Mosses.
Oh, we gotta go. We gotta go, guys.
I saw Germans drinking too much, puking. It was just like
that's how you get a customer for life, right?
Das
Boot.
Das puke.
All right, guys. Well, we're gonna wrap this thing up because we're definitely at time. So, Chris, I want to say thank you so much.
Awesome, Chris.
Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it.
No,
we're gonna have to definitely
you joining us.
Definitely do it again.
Yes.
And this time without the technical difficulties.
Yeah.
But we'll
Next
figure it
round
out.
is on us.
We rolled. It ended up happening.
But anyway, Chris, thank you so much. I love having you on.
For the greasiest man I know, live from the foothills of Mount Olympus here in North Provolone. For the doctor at Pat Dunn, for Chris Hager, the Germaniest, the most German, beer. This has been Buddy. This has been 3 Dudes Brews, the last call. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Tune in next week.
Cheers.
Drink beer. Have